Hello everyone. Today we are going to cover part 1 of chapter 5, The Constitution of India from your class 5 SST book. Let us begin with an introduction. Just as a school needs rules to run well, a country needs rules too. These are called laws. The fundamental or the essential and main laws for governing India are in the Constitution of India. Therefore, we can say that Constitution of India is actually the rules for Indian government and the citizens to be followed to run the country well. Let us now learn about the making of the Constitution. When the British ruled India, they made the laws for India. Indians fought to become free from the British rule. Just before the independence, in 1946, a special assembly called the Constituent Assembly was formed. Its main task was to create a constitution which would have laws for the people of the independent India. Thus, it means that under British rule, the Indians had to follow the rules and regulations of the British people. It was only in 1946, a year before independence, that an assembly called Constituent Assembly was formed specifically for the formation of constitution. Well, why was it so important to form a constitution? Indians had suffered a lot under British rule. They were treated like slaves by the Britishers and they were never given any right in the society. Their main function was to serve the British government. There was a lot of inequality in the society. The leaders and the learned people of those days took the initiative to form a very strong law for the Indian government and the people so that they will not suffer or face any problem in the future. The Indian constitution is one of the longest constitution in the world. Now, let us learn about the members of the Constituent Assembly. The Constituent Assembly had men and women from all over India and all walks of life, like doctors, lawyers, teachers, business people, farmers, and many others. They discussed each part, each line, and each word of the new constitution. Therefore, our constitution was not made by a handful of people. Rather, it was made by joint discussion of a group of people from almost every field. Now, let us discuss the time taken by the Constituent Assembly to form our constitution. The Constituent Assembly took nearly 3 years to complete this work, but eventually they created an excellent constitution for the new India. Let us also learn about the 7 member committee. The writing of the constitution, based on the discussion in the Constituent Assembly, was a very important task and was given to a 7 member committee whose chairman was Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. That is why he is also known as Father of Indian Constitution. After the hard work for 3 long years, our constitution was ready, and now it was time to practice the constitution. So now let us learn about the implementation of the constitution. India began to follow the new constitution from 26 January 1950. This is why we celebrate Republic Day on 26 January every year. Before independence, though a large part of India was under British rule, some areas were governed by Indian rulers. After independence, these kingdoms became part of India. The new constitution applied to the people of these areas as well. Since our constitution is very long, it has some important parts. Let us now learn about important parts of the constitution. Some important parts of the constitution are the preamble, directive principles, fundamental rights, and fundamental duties. We will learn about them in our next part.